Hey, if anybody out there knows how to get in the Illuminati, or if you're in the Illuminati, can you please put in a good word for me? I'd appreciate it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I am Steve A&M on your screen again. Thanks for stopping in. And boy, do we got a show today. A show so crazy, in fact, you might get abducted by aliens and flown to the other side of the ice wall, because you cannot live amongst the normies knowing this information. I'm telling you, it's packed. We have baby clone trains. That's right, baby clone trains. Not the trains themselves, babies on the train. We have an eerie truth about smart cities. That's pretty scary, actually. Skinwalkers. That's right, skinwalkers. The government Illuminati website. We have the Jewish Greta Thunberg. Oh yeah, coming rolling in, the new Greta, the Jewish Greta. And also, we have the granddaddy of them all, a mind-blowing revelation on the influx of migrants. You're gonna want to hear what this guy has to say, and also what I have to say about it. And while we're all here, why don't you make like P. Diddy and just diddle that little sub button, would you please? Hey, thanks a bunch, I appreciate you. All right, roll the footage.
I think of like the orphan trains, you know, back in the day with the 1900s. With the orphan trains, they were doing a lot of what looked like cloning with children. And if you look back at the 1901 incubators,
Coney Island, I remember this now.
Island,
Yep.
they had the stuff on where they had the incubators, and they were showing all these children, and they said they were all premature, which was interesting. Every single child was premature, but they had just thousands and thousands of these children. So, you know, you sit there and wonder, well, where were all these babies being born from? Where were they coming from? And then you kind of sit there and think back, well, 1901, they could have been cloning. And then now they're saying, you know, we can maybe finally do it. But this technology's been around for a very long time.
I never even thought about that. And we had covered, it was one of those nights that I did a strange did you know section. And we were talking about all the incubator babies from Coney Island. They were pretty much on display, like they were put in street level windows. It was almost like going to a puppy mill. It was incredible, and never once did cloning ever cross my mind until right now.
Baby trains? Baby trains. I've never heard of baby trains. Gravy trains, but not baby trains. Pause, hold up, that sounds like something you shouldn't even say on the internet. Baby trains? No, like maybe people run some trains and then some babies happen accidentally, I'm sure. but baby choo-choo trains, that sounds, they very well could have been. What they probably were doing is back then, you know, women didn't have a lot of saying anything, and they would lock women up if they thought they were even a little bit crazy, you know, which probably only consisted of like, I don't want to do the dishes today. You naughty bitch! You're in an insane asylum. Like, was probably that simple. Not even funny. There's a old one about an hour and a half from where I live in the woods. I brought it up in a different one of these. It's called Laurelton, and I have video from. I snuck up in that mug. It's in the woods, and that was for fertile women between the ages, I think it was 18 and 46 or something, that they deemed crazy. Now you look into the stories about this place, and a lot of these women weren't crazy at all. They just wouldn't let them leave, and it was like a living hell. So there was probably a lot of women that ended up having babies or were pregnant, and they were like, you ain't having this baby, get it on a train. So then that was the baby trains. Then they probably took them and milked them for adrenochrome. That'd just be, you know, educated guess. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they were clone babies. The clone babies of 1901. A movie that needs to happen. So, any directors want to get involved in my next feature film called The Baby Clones, The Clone Babies of 1901. 1901, the year of the clone baby. coming to a theater near you.
We will reach a time whenever their own tongues will turn on them. Not too long ago, many have seen this clip of this girl that was speaking and then she ended up slipping up and speaking against her own cause. Take a look at this clip right here.
The rest of my time to say how appalled I am that people are bringing up the Holocaust. Do not use other genocides to describe this one. I have been...
We're not gonna tolerate that.
And it's not even only this clip, but there have been many other instances where the same exact thing has been happening to many other people that are speaking against the cause in which they know they're wrong. Because by the way, to that girl and every single other person that agrees with her, the numbers don't lie. So your own tongue spoke against you and it was right. The number of children killed per day in Auschwitz camp were 127 by the Nazis. Now current day, the number of children being killed per day in Gaza are 178. So yes, you can compare the both of them, and yes, you are right, it is a genocide.
Well then, that, if those numbers are true, that's hard to argue with, but boy, she bit her tongue quick. Oh shit! She probably got some lashings later that night. It's real cute how they keep putting kids up, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, put a kid up there to make everyone agree, or make it believable, or it's most importantly, you won't be mean or argue back if it's a kid, most likely, just like Greta. You know, Greta, she didn't really, maybe she might give a shit about the environment. I'm not gonna say she don't. Who wouldn't realistically give a shit about the environment? You should. You know, you don't have to feed into the whole global warming thing to give a shit about the environment. Like, I don't litter. I try to keep my footprint as a human down as much as humanly possible. Do I think the agenda's all real? Not so much, but that's two different things. And it's also not the point. You know, they put a kid up, you know, just like I said, just like Greta. I think they got the idea from Hitler, I believe. They had like the same kind of like braided hair girl, just like Greta. How dare you? So they get her up. How dare you compare this genocide to the other genocide?
How dare you?
Don't. You're not gonna be happy when you get back to the tunnels, bucko.
Let's follow the money. They're bringing all the money.
Okay, I'm gonna start this over. This feels a little boring. It's just a guy kind of talking, very monotone. He's white. I know that's not cool anymore. But I'm telling you, hear this guy out, and I bet you it shreds your little noodle. I'll start it over. You only missed one word. It's like a minute and a half, so it kind of goes on. But I'm telling you, the stuff that comes out of it, he looks like he knows some stuff. Look at the face on that. That's a guy that knows some stuff. I wanted to say, poop, but not. But it's PG. We're PG now, folks. Now, I'm telling you, hang with me, and you let me know in the comments if you think I wasted your time. I'm telling you, this is crazy.
Let's follow the money. They're bringing all the migrants in, and you wonder how much money they're spending on airfare, bus fare, hotels, feeding them, putting cell phones in their hands, giving them vouchers so that they can go buy things. Don't you see what's happening? They are bringing the migrants in to keep the economy going. Because if the migrants weren't here coming, nobody would be able to afford the things that they are giving them. Do you see what's happening? We can't afford food, but
do you remember? Some of you probably are old enough. Maybe if you're a little bit younger, you don't really remember. But I think it's when Bush was president, maybe. No, it was Obama, I'll bet you. To stimulate the economy, they sent everyone a $1,200 check. Or no, it was $600 maybe. One of the two. It was, we need to boost the economy. So they sent everybody a bunch of money. It's when they bailed out all the banks and this and that. I think it was $600 they sent everybody. I forget the criteria. I think it was about everybody. I can't remember if I got it or not. I don't know. I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing back then, so I didn't really care. I was all right, you know what I mean? But that's not the point. So essentially, they need to stimulate the economy one way or another. So they're just like, the hell with it. We'll let all these people in, give them stuff. So they probably cuts both ways. They'll stimulate the economy by giving them stuff, and we don't even like them. I don't mean the migrants. I mean like the system, the people, the government. All we do is sit around and bitch about them. So they're probably, you know what? Fuck them. We'll get some new people and we'll give them stuff. And then they'll be our people. We'll weed you goons right out. They don't know how horrible we are yet. So we'll get some new people and they'll vote blue no matter who, because we let them in the dough. Anyways, probably shouldn't have been so long-winded there, but I'm gonna let this guy continue.
They can give away the food and they still make the money because the NGOs are paying for it. And what are NGOs? They're non-governmental organizations that work for the government. Don't you see what's happening? Don't get distracted here. I want you to really follow the money because the money needs to get spent and they're spending it. It's fiat anyway. It doesn't have any intrinsic value. We all just agreed that $1 was going to be 100 pennies. But if we break the agreement, then the whole house of cards breaks down.
We need to break the
and
agreement.
The migrants that are coming here, they love the American dollar. They came here for the American dollar. And the people that have the American dollar realize that it's not worth anything. Are you figuring it out yet? Follow me on my channel. Like, share, subscribe to learn more if you're interested. If you're not, keep scrolling. It's fun.
If you're not, scram. That's how I be feeling too. You know, I'm in it for the like-minded. If you ain't in with me and you ain't the like-minded, you wasn't supposed to be here anyways. But is that not wild? That makes perfect sense what he said. And he's right, you know, we're starting to catch on. Oh yeah, the dollar isn't. It's paper. We know they're just printing money. What are we paying taxes for? Oh, they can print money. They absolutely just do it. It's not even backed by anything more. It is just an agreement. This is valued at this, and then we let them raise the prices on us, and we're just stuck. But we shouldn't even have to worry about it at this point. Like, we should be figuring out other stuff. We should be cutting out the government. Like, you know what? We don't even need your bullshit no more. Let's figure out something as a group. But we can't, because you got to bitch about shit like Biden, Donald Trump, trans my kid. Don't trans my kid. Leave my kid in dress. I want my kid's wiener cut off. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. When we got bigger fish to fry. And it's Lent. So we do. But for real, that guy, he's totally right. He's totally right. And what about this for a thought? I thought about these migrants coming in. That video is in my last video, a little clip of just all these people coming over the border. All men. They didn't look too unhappy, really. They look, you know, pumped. They weren't like, just some Mexican fellas trying to come over and make an honest living. They weren't even Mexicans. What if, big what if, they're all MK Ultra'd, dun dun dun, MK Ultra'd from everywhere. Somalia, freaking, you know, Afghanistan, this, because they're coming from everywhere. China, tons of Chinese people are getting caught down there. The MK Ultra people around the world programmed, come to America, so they were off. I don't know how the hell they got to Mexico, but they got there. And now they're infiltrating the U.S. You know, the government's going to take care of them. Put them up in whatever, boost the economy like homeboy said, and then click the button and they all turn on us and we're outnumbered. And next thing you know, it's a civil war. They taking us out, then they'll go ahead and just trigger the robots, then take them right back out because they don't want them either probably. Then boom, talk about population depopulation. Boom, boom, boom. What kind of plant? I'd be a great dictator. Just know that. Oh, I'd be getting shit done. I'd be cool, but like, don't be a prick. You know, I'd be getting shit done. But I mean, hey man, I thought about it. I threw it out there. Let me know what you think. Are all the migrants MK Ultras and we're gonna have to go to war with them when the government pushes a button? How do you feel about that analysis? Leave your thoughts in the comments, folks.
Crazy too, if you type in Illuminati backwards on Google search,
yeah,
you know what it comes up?
What?
So it sends you straight to the National Security Agency site.
National Security, yeah. What's that?
The National Security Agency site, fam. The government. Wait, if you type it in? What do you mean?
If you spell Illuminati backwards
Yeah.
into Google, then the first link of what they'll send you is the national security.
Is that true?
Yes. You can type it in.
I type it in Google right now.
Yes.
So what?
Yeah.
Let's try this shit.
Nah.
There's no way. How do you spell Illuminati backwards though?
Yeah, how do you?
ITANIM ULLI.
Mink.
Oh shit.
Mink. What is that even?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is that? Why does it do that?
Oh no. Why do you think? Stupid.
National Security Agency sent. This is actually true.
Dude, that's crazy. You know what? We're gonna try this right now, as a matter of fact. Hold up. Let's try this right now. How do you spell Illuminati backwards? I'm gonna have to spell it. And then open a new tab, because I'm never gonna be able to. So what was it? ITAN. So Nat. INAT. IMU LI is what it was, right? Jesus! It really did! What? Oh, they're fucking farting with us. They're messing with us. They're bamboozling us. They are hoodwinking us. I didn't even know this was a website. Oh man, that's crazy. What would can you solve this puzzle? I don't know. Jeez Louise. That is pretty wild. That is wild. He's national security, like the movie with Martin Lawrence and Steve Zahn. That was just on last night. That's crazy. That's wild. I need to get into the Illuminati. I'm telling you what. If anybody knows how to get in the Illuminati, can you let me know? I would really like to get in. It would be in my best interest, and I think I'd be a good asset. So, you know, let me know.
You need to stop listening to worldly music. Watch this.
You know that it's living rent free. I can't get it out. You did that.
Yeah, it's hypnosis.
You're awesome and dope.
When they tell us these things, they are telling us the truth in plain sight.
I believe
Luke 12 verse 3 states that whatever they speak about in darkness or whatever they speak in the ear in the closets, right? So whatever they're talking about in secret, they must proclaim upon the housetops. It's like a divine law that God has created. They have to tell us the truth about all these things that they're doing. The frequencies that they put in this worldly music opens up portals in your brain and around you, allowing you to be attacked in the spirit realm. Right, your subconscious mind is a very, very, very powerful machine, and they know how to hack into it and to manipulate it. Right, she said she couldn't even get the song out of her head. It was living rent free. Right, getting you to say something over and over and over and over again in your head is literally how they summon false gods and demons in other religions. And we're actually even warned not to use vain repetitions. So be careful what music you're listening to out here.
Dude, that's how I would say it too. I would say it like sarcastic, because you're not gonna believe me. But I told you, you know, that's how you do it. That's why I only listen to underground rap music. I ain't listening to this bullshit, no way. I'm telling you, that's what happened in the Swifties. These kids are like over and like they're being brainwashed. And now they're gonna go to hell for being Swifties. Phew. Well, turn off the radio. That's probably why they play music everywhere. You need music everywhere now. You need music at a restaurant. You need music in a store. You need music when you're pumping gas. Everywhere you go. Music playing, music just wah, 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 wah. And you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. Everywhere you go. What are you gonna do though? I mean, what are your options? Go be a hermit and live under a rock so you don't listen to Lil Uzi Vert? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know. You tell me your plan to go to heaven so you not listening to Taylor Swift and Lil Uzi Vert. I'd like to know.
Why are those things hanging from the fence line perimeter of the property? And the security at the time looked at me with a straight face and said, the Native American neighbors that surround this property place these animal bladders on the fence line and bless them to keep the demonic spirits and entities inside this property and off of their property. I quickly learned the tribal leaders in the Uinta Basin and surrounding the property had been telling their people not to even look the way of the ranch, that they were told, don't even look the way of the property, or else you may have demonic forces, entities that would follow you.
He's talking about Skinwalker Ranch, and I believe him. You know that it probably is what the Native Americans were you know, fearful of the situation, or probably conscious of the situation, you know, because they seem to be a pretty dope folk, you know, in touch with the land. Put your ear to the ground, listen for buffalo hoofs and all that, you know what I mean? That place is so intriguing, man. If anybody can you know, get me up into Skinwalker Ranch, let me know. I need to go there and I don't know, see a skinwalker, I guess, is probably what I would hope to happen, and then I would die of a heart attack because I'd be scared to death. But I'd still be into the idea, so that'd be cool. If anybody's been there, let me know that too. Thanks.
Have you heard this insane conspiracy theory that like 6 of the 7 astronauts didn't actually die in the explosion? And people say that they lived on saying that they were their brothers. And they said like 3 of them went on to become professors. 2 of them have the same name. 1 of them actually went by her middle name during the NASA and then lived on with her first name. 2 out of 6, that's 33% of them are twins.
Yeah, I've absolutely heard that. And how does that even happen? How is like... to even, okay, let's say the whole thing was faked. The Challenger, talking about the Challenger blowing up. If it's even faked, how do they be like, yeah, you guys can go back to your regular life now? Like, hey, didn't you? I'm her twin. That's, yep, no, totally, I'm the twin. You have the same name. Yeah, our mom's stupid. Like, how does it, like, so, I mean, there's clearly photos of people that look exactly like the people. A lot of them have all the same stuff. Or they're saying they're twin. Like you said, 33%.
Bruh.
Okay, it's real. If we ever doubted it, don't doubt it anymore. It's real. The Challenger explosion was a hoax. Can anything be real on this planet anymore?
Cities will pullulate with sensors, all joined together by the Internet of Things, and the urban environment is as antiseptic as a Zurich pharmacy. But this technology could also be used to keep every citizen under round-the-clock surveillance. A future Alexa will pretend to take orders, but this Alexa will be watching you, clucking her tongue and stamping her foot. In future, voice connectivity will be in every room and almost every object. Your mattress will monitor your nightmares, your fridge will beep for more cheese, your front door will sweep wide the moment you approach like some silent butler. Your smart meter will go hustling of its own accord for the cheapest electricity, and every one of them minutely transcribing your every habit in tiny electronic shorthand.
That's crazy as hell. 2 things. Was that AI? I'm not sure if that was a real speech. That was Boris Johnson, right? He's not even the guy in, what is it, the UK, England, I don't know, Europe, not all of Europe, obviously. Like UK, he's not even their prime minister, is it, anymore? So like, that'd have been a while ago for him to say all that. And if he did say all that, it was probably about rich people, you know, like nice rich neighborhoods, gated communities. Your doors will open. Oh, this will all do the thinking for you. I don't know if it was like, this is how we're enslaving you, but maybe, because you know, he didn't make it sound horrible. You know, I don't think a smart city is going to be that great for the peasants. You know, I'm sure it is more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I know don't want anything to do with it. Maybe the rich version, but the 15-minute city. I'm thinking the way to go to avoid all this nonsense that's coming, move to a second world country. You know, not third world. Don't go third world. Go move to like a second world country. because they're probably about 20 years behind the US. So like maybe like a Serbia. Nikola Jokic seems to love it. So, you know, move to like a second world country. So you're pretty much in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Oh, you'd be having a great time. And then like kick it there for like 20 years. And then when that starts getting to where America's going now, then boom, go third world country on them. Then you're back in like the late 90s, early 2000s again. You get like another good 20-year run out of a third world country, but it'll be late 90s US. So it's like a great plan because the 90s were the best. You know, I'll even take early 2000s by a long shot. Well, 9/11, okay. Pre 9/11 would be phenomenal, you know. But then, you know what I mean? You can get a good 40-year run of what it would be like in the US living then, hit up a second world country, then hit up a third world country 20 years later, bada bing, bada boom. By then, I'm probably checking out. I think that's a solid plan. I think it's a good plan. I'd love to see a good plan come together. You know what I mean? I think that might be the way to go. I'm contemplating this. I don't know if they're gonna let me in though. I got a couple felonies. They're not violent. But you know how they are over there, boy. Oh, you know, I'm not gonna do anything now, you know. So we'll see. If anybody wants to move to a second world country, they think this is a good idea, let me know in the comments, and you know, we can game plan on how we move to Serbia and probably get horses. Well, if we get horses, we probably get in with Nikola Jokic. Oh, then we're good. We're good. We're good. I have seen the movie Serbian film, so it's a little scary, but we're staying away from those people. Cool? All right. All right, Ethan. Chair. That's reasonable, dude. He's not wrong. Again, like what? It's both, maybe. Remember, Ethan. Drugs are bad and Kai. Oh. Dear. What's little Ethan up to? Acting a foe. He's a lock for OnlyFans. Bro. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Is that what hung like? Is that a slang thing now? Like, yo, hung like a horse? I mean, it's just a horse, so people just saying horse. Like, I don't know how that translates, but I don't know. I thought that was funny, and I thought it was organic, and then I kept seeing a bunch more, so I'm like, they got me on that one. But I already thought it'd be my nice, funny way to end the video. So, you know, that is the video. Thanks for watching. If you never hit the sub button, go ahead and hit the sub button. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit like on that video. And if you didn't like the video, just keep it moving, bro, because I don't want no beef with you. That's all, folks.